Welcome to Moments in Time and Space, a microfiction podcast, bringing you tales of horror and suspense with your host, Aaron Maracle. Hello everyone. Young see the world through a special set of eyes. There is so much innocence and wonder for them to discover. They also take pleasure in the simplest things during the harshest times. Things such as a hearty stew. I was just a baby when the bombs fell. My mommy and daddy said two countries got mad at each other, so they decided to fight. During that fight, the country used bombs that had something called radiation. The radiation was very bad for people, plants, and animals. That is why we have winter all the time, and we must eat special food grown in safe places. The food is very boring, and mostly just ground up mush. Sometimes we get carrots or potatoes, but most times it is mush. Mush is gross. I don't think anyone in the village likes the mush, but we must eat it or else we'll starve. Today, I don't have to eat the mush because it is stew day. I can hardly wait. Stew is the best food ever, and it makes me feel all nice and warm inside. I always remember to be polite and say thank you when the cooks hand me my bowl. The stew has a nice rich broth. The cooks put some potatoes in the stew, and they get soft. I don't mind the potatoes in the stew. The best part of the stew is the cubes of meat. They are so chewy and tasty. I try not to eat fast so I don't get a tummy ache, but it is so hard because it is amazing. When I grow up, I'm going to be a cook who makes the stew and hands it out to everyone. I always know when there's going to be a stew day. We always have one after someone in the village dies. We have a little ceremony, and the caretakers take the dead person away into the forest to be buried. 3 days later, it is stew day. I think we have to celebrate the person that dies. Some people don't eat the stew, but that just means there's more for us. It is a shame they don't eat the stew. They don't know what they're missing. Enjoy the stew. Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. You can also follow me on Twitter at Moments in TAS. Feel free to recommend this podcast to others and help it grow. Please check out our Patreon page if you want to offer additional support for this podcast. The opening and closing theme is Creepy Night by Daniel Carlton. Until next time, be safe, be smart, and be well. See you soon.